Good afternoon. I'm Karen van Bouillon from General Blue Star, and next to me is Karina van Lingen from Karina van Lingen Agencies. And she's our interior decorator for the day, giving you the tips and all the nice trends for this summer of 2022. Karina has been in the industry for 30 years now.
Yes.
Yes. Karina, tell us a little bit more. Where are you situated in Bloemfontein? Can the people call you, email you, or how?
Hi, Karen. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you for the invitation. Yes, we've got a shop, a retail outlet at Razor Square. It is on Pretoria Street out. Not everybody is aware of that new centre. And we are in the little mall area where the Pick n Pay is. Please go and make a turn. It's a very funky centre. It's a lovely vibe. It's really something different. You won't even believe you're in Bloem. And then we've got a factory that we manufacture as to people's needs. We do furniture, curtaining, decorating. We also do quite a lot of repairs. You won't believe that. And that is actually why I think you want me here.
That is true, Karina. How I got to know Karina a little bit better is I have a piece that came from my grandma that's very sentimental to me, and it broke, and Karina fixed it for me. So I've been working with Karina for quite a while now. So yeah, Karina, will you just a little bit explain to us what is the difference between a house and a home? Because I think there is a difference.
Yes, there is, but so with the house, you can think of the structure. A home, that's the feeling you get when you walk into your home. That is the welcoming feeling, the feeling of being at home.
Wow, that is very well put. I like that very much. So you now mentioned the structure and the contents. So let me quickly explain to you guys, what is the difference between the contents and the structure?
Yes, but you must remember that with contents, there's also, to make it a home, there's also some form of emotional attachment. Especially with like what happened to your suite. That was sentiment.
Yes.
Do you understand? So if every person is different, that's why if you're going to looking after your contents, you need a specific person, program, somebody that looks after you, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and that's where I come in. I'm a short-term insurance advisor at General Blue Star, and it's difficult for people to understand how they should insure their structures and their content. So we're going to talk a little bit later on the trends, but let me first quickly explain to you. Your structure is your physical building. It's the building. It's where you go in, you open the door, you go into. But if you take that house and you would perhaps just turn it upside down and you will give it a shake, everything that falls out, that is your contents. And contents is not just your furniture. It's all your paintings. It is even your jewelry as well, and your electronic stuff, because those things we insure on a different section of your policy. So one must always be quite sure of that. But enough of that now. Karina, what is the trends for 2022 summer?
You know, you can always talk about trends, and then you should also always know nobody needs to follow a trend. Everybody can do what suits them and what they're comfortable with. It's always nice to be a little bit in fashion, but there's no hard and fast rules. Florals are very in, then the greys as plains, and wispy curtaining, and highlighting with mustard.
I like that.
And you won't believe pink, and a nice green. But what we always suggest is go for the big items that cost a lot of money, like your furniture, your couches, or your curtaining. Do that in neutrals. You can always highlight with scatter cushions and your carpet, or wallpaper, or something like that, so that you don't have to, you know, if you are a trendy kind of person and you want to always be on par, you can only change your scatter cushions and small things that you can do, and then it doesn't cost an arm and a leg.
That is true. So, Karina, what accidents do you see that happens to those scattered cushions or carpets or all the nice things?
Just this morning, a shame. I don't know if it's a season for dogs to eat furniture, but it seems like it. Shame, and this, I think the animals get lonely, but because I'm an animal lover.
Yes, they
So,
can
so
lonely.
customers get to the factory and they bring me photographs and they're very upset, and normally it depends. It's either the husband that's upset or the wife. So yes, but the dogs are eating the furniture. So, but luckily we can repair that. We would 99% be able to match the fabric or the leather.
Okay.
And then, but just the other thing that I also want to tell you is that people forget that they've got to service their furniture. People understand that they've got to look after their cars, put petrol in, you know, exchange tyres and stuff like that. But people expect when they buy furniture, it's going to last for 20 years, and it doesn't.
No,
It doesn't. So that's the kind of thing. And then when we get the furniture to repair the dog bitten part, and the dog got all the drama, and then you can see, but you know, there's seams pulling loose, there's that. Well, we fix it all then. But what I'm saying is, you don't always need a calamity to get your stuff done.
Now you might ask, am I insured for that kind of damages? Sorry to tell you the bad news, but no, you are not insured for damages done by animals to your furniture. Not the carpets, not the suites, nothing.
What about if there's a part that burst? What about that expensive carpet?
Then you are insured. If there's a part that bursts, even if it's just a geyser that maybe had a leakage or whatever, then you will be insured for that carpet to be replaced. But damages done by animals, sorry, you're not insured for that.
But I want to go back to the pipe. So if the pipe burst and the geyser, I know it happened to us, so then you phone the people with your bonders, hey, with your insurances for your house.
Yes.
But why won't they fix my carpet? Why won't they replace the carpet?
That is now, again, the difference between the structure insurance that you have and the contents insurance that you
I
have.
see.
So the geyser is part of your building, so that is why you will go and claim from wherever your building insurance is, if it's with the bond people or if it's with a different kind of insurance company, you claim from them. But the carpet is part of the house contents, so you will go and claim there from your insurance. And then what must be sure that you are correctly insured. So if you insure your contents, you must insure it for replacement value. So it's always a good thing to just call Karina and ask Karina, I've got now this Hertex carpet. If I need to replace it, what is the price going to be this year?
Everything is validated properly, and then there's no, and you can also take photographs, that also helps.
Yes.
Keep them in,
Yes.
In your library, and yes, and then also to update your insurance. You won't believe how expensive fabrics and leather, I mean, it's like life is getting more expensive, but in any case, it rolled over into my industry as well. It's, we don't know when the next increases are coming and stuff, so one's got to look after what you have.
Yes. And that is also an important thing, and I want to connect with Karina here, or add with what Karina said. Keep an inventory list of all the things that you buy. If you buy a new carpet, put in a little folder the receipt of that carpet. Keep it with you, because that will also give you an indication of how much is my house content worth. And each year you must revise that. Otherwise, there's this ugly thing called in insurance average. If you're not insured correctly, if you're over-insured or under-insured, that your contents is not correctly insured, your insurance company will apply average. Now, I'm not going to explain how average works, but it's an ugly thing. You must be on the lookout for that as well. So, yeah.
But how does one then ensure that you're adequately insured?
You keep the inventory list with the new replacement values, and you keep it up to date. That is how.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yearly.
Yearly. Every year you need to revise your insurance policy. Your broker will call you. If you do not have a personal broker, then I would suggest it's a very good thing to have a personal broker.
I agree, because you know how annoying the call centers are.
Oh,
That is, you don't even get it, like, it's a real person speaking to you, but you don't even get their name. When you call back, you won't get the same person again.
yes.
So
yes.
that's not fun.
No, it's not fun. That's why our clients is very happy with our service.
But how are you going to ensure that I know I've got to come again because it's the yearly renewal, but
Yes.
how would you ensure that I'm adequately insured with my short-term insurance?
That is partly also the client's responsibility. So we will go through your whole schedule, and I will ask you, Karina, what jewellery do you have? And Karina will say, not much. And I will say, okay, but make a list. Or Karina will ask, I will ask Karina, have you done any
Refurbishing.
refurbishing or whatever? And Karina will say, yes, I maybe changed the couch or two, or I added some sketches, or I got a new painting. And I will ask her, Karina, is that part of this contents insurance amount, or do you think we should add that? So yes, it's partly the client and the broker's responsibility to make sure that
So it's
the client.
important to be 100% honest.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
because otherwise you
Be
just have
honest.
to be disillusioned
Yes.
when you do have a claim, yeah.
No. So, to get back to the structure.
Yes, but why don't you tell me what happened to the guest, what happened to you?
So, it was long weekend, just a week or two ago. People maybe drank a little bit more than they should. So it was 12 o'clock at night. We were almost asleep, and we just heard this. And my husband said it was an accident. But we never thought that accident was against our outer wall. So when we opened the front door to go and see what happened, it was just a dust cloud. And after the dust settled, it was like, oh, I can see my neighbours across the street a little bit more clearly now than before.
Shame.
So the car drove through our front wall. So luckily for me, that I was the insurance broker, I knew what to do. But maybe for Karina, at that time of night, she wouldn't have known what to do.
No, I would have called you.
I know you would have called me. So what did we do? Firstly, we called our insurance company and we asked them for a security guard because everyone can enter my house. And the first question actually that the call center, because that was an SOS call that I had to make, they asked me is, do you have structure insurance with this company? I'm like, yes, I do. And I said, okay, no, fine. We can give you a security guard for the 5 days. And that's quite nice for a company.
Did they fetch the same night?
Yes, they did.
How?
2 hours later, there was a security guard stationed at my house for 5 days.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, it is amazing. Yes. So up until the wall was temporarily closed, sorry for that one, the guard was stationed there for us.
And you're going to be sorted totally now?
Yes, because I have impact insurance for my outer wall. So that is a nice thing.
Oh.
Yes, you are insured for a car driving through your wall, or not even a car, it could be anything. It could be a truck that something fell off from the truck's back, landed on your wall, or just a freak accident that happens. Or maybe an airplane that decided to just crash land there. I don't know.
I'm not going to insure myself for the aeroplane.
Okay, no,
But
you
the
don't.
rest I believe you.
Yes. But yes,
And then
impact
how does
insurance.
it work then? Because I've got a customer, Shaman, we did wallpaper on you get wallpaper that you get in a bathroom. It actually pimps up a bathroom extremely nice.
Really?
And yes, because it's vinyl, so it's waterproof, it's lovely. and it's a little bit cheaper than tiling also. So this shame, the pipe burst, and now the structural insurance is only repairing a portion.
Yes.
So how would that work?
The thing is, every insurance company has the thing that they call, they will put you back in the position where you were. Not better, not worse.
Yeah, but not in a mixed match.
Unfortunately, that is the only part that was damaged. So they will replace the damaged part.
But how would one, is there a way to get to have cover for
No,
a little bit more?
unfortunately not. You have, that is part of the reinsurance. You have to pay that out of your pocket to get that replaced.
And the dampness now on the wallpaper or the wall?
The wall will be also, they will look after the wall and do the whole repairing of the wall for the dampness or whatever. The wallpaper, if you can really convince them that the wallpaper was there and it cost that, then you can also
Yeah, but keep the
match that.
slip, keep inventory.
Yes, and that, we call that actually, I know, resultant damages.
Oh.
So you will claim it up under resultant damages, the wallpaper. Not
But
on the
is
structure.
that still then under your structural or your...
That is still structure.
Oh.
Under the structure, yes, yes. So if you've got a good broker, they will fight you. They will not fight you, they will fight for you to get it right. To get everything sorted for you. And make it as little as, not very, hassle free.
I think that's the key, is hassle free.
Yes, yes. So Karina, is there any other tips that you can give us that do not have a very big budget but want to
Nobody wants
nice
to
house?
spend a lot of money. It depends on your room, it depends on your circumstances. Do you have small kids? Do you have animals? Are the animals allowed in the house? It all depends. But if you would like to just have a little bit of a facelift, just add a nice, happy, contrast colour scatter cushion. Scatter cushions aren't that expensive. That in a throw makes a big difference with a small budget.
Yes, yes, that is true. I mean, and now I can say again, I went to Karina and she fixed my suite for me, and then she said, this thing needs a little bit of jazzing up.
I told you in the start, but you didn't want to believe me.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is, if you do, you can use basics, because basics is going to last, it's going to stand the time. And then you can do a winter room, summer room, autumn, or just a pick-me-up. And you put the old scatters in the cupboard, and you put new ones in.
So that is now the thing with the scatter cushions. You just change the scatter.
Yes, or with a throw.
So that's actually just the cover. You don't need to buy a whole cushion.
No, especially if you bought a scatter cushion from us, then the inner is down inner. It's got its own little lining, so you could actually just take it out and put the new one in. So you can just get another cover. So that's also a saving, because those down inners are quite expensive, but they last forever.
But they're very nice. They are very nice. So we're going to go to the audience now and ask, is there any questions that you would like to ask Karina or me now? Any questions? No one needs a question. No one wants a question or to answer. Okay. Then I think we're going to close off. I want to thank you, Karina, very much for your time this afternoon. I very much appreciated it.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and please send us an email if you would like us to send Karina's phone number, or just go and visit the store at Richie's Square in Andries Pretoria Street. You guys must have a lovely afternoon further. Thank you and goodbye.